Hello YouTube. So today is the 2nd of September and in 12 weeks I have signed up to do the Alton Park Marathon, and I wanted to make this video to document these next 12 weeks, the training that I do, all the changes that happen between then and now, and just document the process of getting ready to do a sub 4 hour marathon, or at least that's the goal. I've previously done 2 marathons, with personal best being 4 hours 40, which was tried to beat this year, but unfortunately injured my ankle around mile 8 and had to hobble my way back round. So that's what's going on. Right, so it's the 8th of September, Sunday. Been a good week overall, apart from a small blip yesterday where I took a tumble on the fall and shredded a bit of my hand. I'd say if you're a bit squeamish, don't have a gander, but I don't know how well it'll show up, I should say. But yeah, just taking a tumble yesterday. Stings a tad. But had 4, so breaking it down is did some swimming, some running, 4 sessions of running, which was Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Monday 5.7 miles, Wednesday 3.7, Thursday 5.7, and Saturday 7.7. So Saturday was my long run, which was yesterday. And overall it all went really well. I've been trying to run so as to not tire my body out. So because I read this book by a guy called Ross Edgley, called The World's Fittest Book, and he goes into keeping the body in like this 3 stages. I can't remember the first one unfortunately, but the other ones are either an adaptation stage or an exhaustion stage that the body goes through after exercise, and you want to stay in that adaptation phase, which is when you've taxed the body and it's been subjected to stressful stimuli, and then adapts to that, so it repairs and strengthens. But exhaustion phase is where you take it that bit too far and your body just breaks down and it doesn't adapt as well. So during these runs, even during the long run, I try going at a pace lesser than I can, just to try and stay in that adaptation phase as long as possible, just so in the weeks leading up, because although the marathon is in 12 weeks, I do have the half marathon in 6 weeks, so I just want to stay in that zone for as long as possible to just strengthen the body so it's ready for that and the eventual marathon as well. So currently they're a bit just over the pace that I need for the marathon, because the marathon I need a 9:10 pace, which means 9 minutes 10 seconds per mile, for 4 hours, or 2 hours as well for doing a 2-hour half marathon. And I've been around 9:36 for each one. Although on Wednesday when I did the short one, when I ran with someone else, it was a bit slower just for the first 3, and then at the end I just did the last mile at a 7:37 pace, which was obviously just for a mile, so it wasn't very sustainable. But it was also, it didn't tax me, or it didn't wreck me basically. So I think that was a positive for later improvements on where I can go to. But so running was really good this week, even after yesterday, which was the long run. Feeling good today apart from the stinging hand. But other than that, I've started swimming a lot more, just because next year I want to try some triathlons. So I've been getting back into swimming, so I did that Tuesday to Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday more so getting back into it, remembering the strokes, remembering how the breathing thing really took me a bit to get back into. But that's been really enjoyable. And then Thursday, Friday, I've started into actually counting the lengths that I do. So both Thursday and Friday I did 40 lengths of a 25 metre pool, so a kilometre each day. Thursday it took me, because I'm doing this like 2 length stop, just to reset and try and review how I'm doing. So Thursday I think it took me an hour to do 40, and then Friday it took me 45 minutes to do 40. So I'm interested to see how that goes over these next 12 weeks. So overall really positive. And at the start of this week I measured myself weighed myself at 88.8 kilograms, and at this back end of the week I've gone down to 86.9 kilograms, so a 1.9 kilogram reduction. So less carrying about really, so that's positive. It won't be sustainable for the entire thing, but and some of that may be just because of different timings of weigh-ins and such like, and other factors. But overall, it's been a really good week. Next week, I think it's going to be same stuff. Keep up the swimming. Probably stay with a consistent mileage. So I found a good normal route, which is about 5.7 miles. So do that for the 3 sessions a week, and then do a longer run. Although I might see if I can find an extra mile or so, like on a side route or something like that, just to see how that goes, and just try and progressively got more. But yeah, overall, good week, and let's see how the next one goes. If you have any tips or resources that you have read, done, implemented, then just let me know. I'd be interested in reading. I'm doing a lot of reading into sleep, muscle endurance, mobility, and doing tons of reading. So anything that you can share, any resources that you recommend, then send them my way.